Villagers. Welcome back to another edition of the VES News.
Your newscasters are Evelyn from the Cresap class
and also Arianna from the Cresap class.
Today is Wednesday, June 20th, and it is day 5.
Today's character education thought of the day is, continue to cheer on your teammates even if you're not winning. Now to Evelyn at our Weather Center.
Today will be mostly sunny. The current temperature is 70 degrees. Today's high will be 83 degrees and our low will be 65 degrees. The humidity is currently 74%. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a chance of a shower, with a high of 82 and a low of 63. Looking at our radar, we see clear skies. There will be outdoor recess today. Our moon continues waxing towards a full moon. Back to you, Arianna.
Thanks, Evelyn. Today's lunch will be beef nachos with lettuce, tomatoes, and brown rice,
along with a variety of fruits and vegetables.
Tomorrow's lunch will be cheese or pepperoni pizza,
with sweet potato fries, red and green pepper strips, and fruit.
At this time, please stand as we honor our country with the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag.
It's time to honor our last group of safety patrollers for a job well done. Now to Matthew and Mr. Dolan.
Good morning, villagers. We're back here for our third group. Can you believe it? A total of approximately 60 safety patrollers all year. So a great bunch of leaders taking care of our building. So once again, back with Matthew, our captain, who's been a great asset to me and all the safety patrollers throughout the year, getting all the groups going, making sure they're on their post, making sure that they leave and get on their buses to go to parent pickup. So it's a great pleasure to have a leader amongst leaders. So that's why he's up here again to help us give out some certificates. So Trevor, come on up. There you go, Trevor. Congratulations. Thank you. Julia, come on up. Thank you, Julia. Sebastian. Thank you, Sebastian. Andrew. Thank you. Oh. John, come on up. Thank you. Andrew will get you in a minute. Thank you. Michael. Thank you, Michael. Isha. There you go. Thank you, Isha. Caitlin. Congratulations. Emily. Congratulations, Emily. Shubi. Congratulations, Shubi. Ryan. Good job, Ryan. Thank you. Colin. Thank you, Colin. Congratulations. Andrew, come on up. There we go. Congratulations. Vivi, come on up here. Congratulations, Vivi. Evan. Congratulations. Divi. Congratulations. Yella, come on up. Congratulations. Thank you. Julian. Thank you, Julian. Anvi. There you go. Congratulations. Jayan. There you go. Congratulations. Anusha. Last one. Thank you and congratulations. So that brings us to an end, recognizing all 60 people. You've heard a lot about Matthew over the last year helping us out. So there's not too many things out there to acknowledge Matthew for doing his things. If you try to go to a trophy store, there's no safety patroller of the year. Luckily, Mr. Dolan has access to things where he can make stuff. So, Matthew, you get your own 3D printed trophy. It says Safety Patroller of the Year 2017-2018, Matthew Kane. Congratulations. All right, great job. Very proud of you and proud of all of our safety patrollers. Now back to our announcers.
Congratulations to all of our safety patrollers.
The safe collection is going great and the table is really filling up.
A big thank you to everyone who has donated so far.
Please remember to bring back any books to the library.
Tomorrow is our last day of school and an early dismissal day.
We will have our annual clap off to send our 4th graders off to LMS.
Followed by a fun sing-along and slideshow.
Now for our last edition of Caught Being Kind.
Good morning, villagers. We have a lot of kindness to share with you today.
Yay!
So to help us get started, we are going to recognize Veda, Ana Luisa, Sophia, Kayade, and Phoebe. They have all supported their classmate, Malik, as she was fasting in observance of Ramadan. The girls took turns staying in the classroom with their friend during lunch, since it's hard to be in the cafeteria where everyone is eating. The girls care about their friendship and really made their friend feel special every single day during the whole month of Ramadan. We also admire Malik for showing great self-control and sacrifice while fasting. Great job, girls.
Mrs. Hartdorn caught Rebecca being kind when she cleaned up at lunch, even though it wasn't even her garbage. Thank you for showing caring and kindness to our custodians, Rebecca.
Miss Maroli caught Tyler being kind. Tyler was caught being kind in the cafeteria when he offered to hold a spot in line so another child could get something he needed. Thank you for being kind, Tyler.
Mrs. Kramer and Miss Gill caught their entire class being kind. Recently, Mrs. Kramer's son, David, took a hard fall at his school and broke his arm. The whole class made cards for him and asked Mrs. Kramer how he was feeling. When we take the time to make cards for others and ask about how they're doing, it is a way to show that we care. That was super kind of you, Kramer Gills.
Miss Weiner caught 3 of Miss Banky's students being kind as they were emptying their recycling bins. Gavin, Sam, and another very kind friend who was already on Caught Being Kind noticed that some scraps of paper fell on the ground as the recycling bin was overflowing with paper. Usually kids will let the scraps that fall stay on the floor, but they didn't. They didn't know Miss Weiner was watching, but she was, and she saw them get on their hands and knees and pick up every single scrap off that floor, and it was a lot. It was responsible and the perfect act of kindness. They could have left that mess like many do, but instead they left the floor pristine, and Miss Weiner was really impressed. Thank you, Gavin, Nathan, and Sam for being so very kind.
Miss McKenna and Mrs. Caro caught Talon being kind. Talon was caught being kind when he noticed a classmate was having a bad day and needed some cheering up. To help this classmate, Talon gave up the seat he chose, and he gave it to the student who was having a bad day. Later, he offered to help the same student by carrying a computer for her. Talon, that is so kind of you to show caring for others.
Michael caught Sid being kind. During lunch, Michael witnessed Sid helping another student when that student dropped his lunch on the floor. Sid helped him pick it up and then cheered him up. Michael, it was also very kind of you to recognize Sid for showing kindness to others and lending a helping hand. Thank you, everybody, for showing you care.
Vihan noticed that a classmate looked upset that he did not have a beanbag chair to sit in during reading time. Vihan gave his classmate his beanbag chair, even though it was his turn to have it. It was so kind.
Miss Weiner, you were caught being kind. Some of your students stopped by to share that Miss Weiner helps all of her students and makes learning fun. Thank you, Miss Weiner.
Lastly, students from the Franey Scott class also shared about their teachers. They shared that Mr. Franey and Miss Scott are amazing teachers. They have been patient with all of their students, and they couldn't have asked for better teachers. Some students reported that they have seen Miss Scott talk with a fellow student with such patience, and they admire her for this. These students also shared that Mr. Franey always makes sure that the kids in their class understand what's being taught. Thank you for a great year, Mr. Franey and Miss Scott.
Now back to our news anchors.
For the VS News Network, this is Evelyn signing off.
And Arianna signing off.
Tune in tomorrow for another edition of the VS News.
Have a wonderful Wednesday.
Remember, Blazer says be your best at VS. Go Blazer!